Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the complete rail shutdown in Canada. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video. Be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. And let's talk about this complete rail shutdown in Canada. There are two companies that deal with railroad work in Canada, both shut down. It's a labor dispute between the railroads and the Teamsters labor union. Now, this is going to be a really big deal. Now, if they don't come to a consensus, to an agreement, this is going to be a big deal for truckers, not only in Canada, but in the United States as well. Now, besides all the trucking and all the stuff that we are going to cover, I want to make sure you guys are aware this is a really big deal because a lot of commuter trains are using the same rails and are unable to do that. So currently, over 10,000 employees are actually affected by this just from the rail side, which we're talking engineers, conductors, dispatchers. The absolute economic impact of this will be felt throughout North America. And, there's billions of dollars of products and services that are exchanged, I guess, products via rail on a monthly basis between the two countries, United States and Canada. And it's going to be a very big effect besides all of that and the commuter side of things. This is going to show us, and what we're going to see is a major potential manufacturing slowdown because Canada brings in a lot of raw materials. That's going to stop. So there's going to be a lot of pulling back, a lot of slowing down, and a lot of closing of businesses, closures happening. So at least potentially in the United States if this drags on. Now, as we speak, as we're recording this video, this is the first day of this entire shutdown. So this may drag on for some time. That has been a case in previous years with other disputes with again, the labor unions, the Teamsters, and other unions. But ultimately, this is going to have a major effect. As mentioned, ports and manufacturing are to slow down. There's going to be grain elevators that get congested. They're already seeing these things. This is already creating a problem. So there's going to be all sorts of different types of products that are going to be affected by all of this. In fact, over 30,000 commuters are to be affected by this because, again, it's all on the same rails. They make it work, and now it's simply not working. Over 30,000 commuters are to be affected by this, among other areas as well. Now, to look at the trucking side of things, just to put into perspective, one full train of product equals to 300 truckloads. So it's a lot of work for truckers because they're going to have to take some of this freight and they're going to have to get it over to the United States. Same thing with the US. They're going to have to bring it over to Canada. That stuff is going to have to get redistributed. So there's definitely going to be an influx of volume and freight and more work, and rates should certainly increase from there. So it is the time for trucking to shine. The longer this dispute continues, the tougher times are going to be for most North Americans, but for trucking, this should be a big boon. Now, the potential spike in trucking demand may be noticed right away. It might take a little while until this all gets figured out. And at the end of the day, it might get figured out very quickly because Justin Trudeau is definitely pushing for consensus to be arrived at. So there is a potential spike in trucking demand, but how long that's going to last, and if any, is definitely yet to be seen. Now, tightening capacity, as everybody in trucking knows, equals higher rates. And that's what we're hoping for. That we're going to be able to use up these trucks that are on the road now that are causing all the problems with the capacity issues. And ultimately, if the stoppage persists, then we're talking, we should expect much broader economic impacts in the United States. Finally, guys, look at it this way. This is a time of challenges because there will be pressure on resources. There will be pressure on capacity, but it is also a time of opportunities because there will be more freight. There will be more availability. There will be more for you guys to do. And definitely the more the merrier. Definitely the industry has been waiting for this for some time. Not particularly this, not specifically this, but we were all waiting for a respite, a breath of fresh air, and this may be what we are getting. So take advantage of this. I would say if you're not making top dollar, this has been a really good week. We got some guys that are repeating, great week last week, great week this week. We're hoping for a great week next week. So we have guys that are making money continuously. And the best thing is we work with leased on owner operators and carriers. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, you can always get in touch with us by completing the form on our website. It's right on the homepage, right at the top of the page, and it'll say motor carrier or owner operator. Just fill out the one that you need, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, guys, would love to hear from you guys in a comment section below. If you haven't done so, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm going to switch over the camera. We'll look over the loads that I booked for our customers, that we booked for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, this week is awesome. Just like last week, but better. Vans and a couple of reefers. Everybody did quite well. And there could be more people on this list, to be honest with you, but these videos would be endless. Let's go ahead and get started with our first reefer of the week. It's going to be Milagros as the driver, coming out of Laredo, Texas, coming out to North Wales, Pennsylvania. This is a 43.5 load, one pick one drop load of candies. Temperature control 65 degrees on the reefer. 1,906 loaded miles, booked at $4,100. Got him $215 a loaded mile. Then out of Philadelphia, coming out to Sewanee, Georgia, it's a 42,000 pound load of finished baked goods. Again, -10 on the reefer on this one. Continuous 757 loaded miles, booked at $1,700. Got him $2.25 on that one. Then Lithia Springs, Georgia, coming out to Plant City, Florida, with a 20,000 pound light load of frozen product. -10 on a reefer on this one. 482 loaded miles, booked at $1,700. Got him $353 a loaded mile, and he finished off strong. Coming out of Lakeland, Florida, coming out to Ocala. This is a very short run, 35,000 pound run of finished goods. Only 89 loaded miles, booked out at $370. Got him $416 a loaded mile. An excellent job. Milagros always finds a way to make the top dollar. Dispatch absolutely loves working with them. This time around, he ran for 6 days, Friday to Thursday, but managed to gross $7,870 in gross in just 6 days. Guys ran 3,234 loaded miles at an average of 243 a loaded mile average. So an absolutely awesome gross. I would say a very respectable rate per mile, and all of that in just 6 days. So very well done. Very well done. Next, we're going to jump on to a dry van. Marat is the driver. Very, very proud because these guys are less than 1 year on their MC. They have a new MC, but he's a very, very hardworking guy. His son is an excellent guy. They're doing a fantastic job with their dispatcher week after week after week. So let's get started. Richmond, Virginia, coming out to Walton in New York. It's a 21,000 pound load of carpet related items. 515 mile quick run, booked at $1,756.55, which got him $341 a loaded mile. Then out of Utica, New York to Allentown, Pennsylvania, 45,000 pound load of beer, 225 loaded miles, booked at $799, got him $355 a loaded mile. Then Carteret, New Jersey, with a one pick, 3 drop, looks like East Fishkill, New York, Rock Tavern, New York, and a final in Castellon on Hudson. Castle on Hudson, New York. It looks like a misspelling here. It's a 33,000 pound load of general merchandise, 210 mile run, $967 booked, got him $460 a loaded mile. Excellent job. Then Newburgh, New York to Lafayette, New York. It's a 10,000 pound light load of empty cans, 200 miles, very short run, $900 booked, got him $450 a loaded mile. Then Syracuse, New York to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, 43.5 on a load of roll stock, 263 loaded miles, booked to $750, got him $285 a loaded mile. Then New Oxford, Pennsylvania to Maspeth, New York, with a 10,000 pound light load of packaging materials, 214 loaded miles, booked at $1232, got him $576 a loaded mile. An excellent job, 7 days on the road. Did a great job Tuesday to Tuesday. $6,404.55 in gross, ran 1,627 loaded miles at $394 a loaded mile. Now this is an absolutely outstanding rate per mile, very good gross as well. Certainly Very, very strong communication and collaboration on both the driver as well as dispatch, as mentioned. And, excellent timing with these guys because they managed to run 6 loads in 7 days. Not an easy thing to do, and all done at excellent rates. Way to go, guys. Very well done. Next, we got another reefer. Mike's the driver, coming out on Charlotte, North Carolina, going to Canton, Ohio. It's a 42,000-pound load of polymer emulsion. 450 loaded miles, booked at $900. Got him $2 a mile on the road flat. Then Willard, Ohio to Monroe, Georgia, with a 27,000-pound load of fresh produce. 36 degrees on a reefer, 690 loaded miles, booked at 2162, got him 313 a loaded mile. Finished off strong with Gainesville, Georgia, coming out to Weston, Oregon. Long run, 42,000-pound load, chicken, temperature set at 25 degrees continuous, 2,424 loaded miles, booked at $4,400, got him $1.82 a loaded mile. Great money coming out of there, coming out to Oregon is going to come out for really good money out of there. But guess what? Monday to Monday, still managed to gross $7,462 in gross in 7 days, running 3,564 loaded miles at an average of 209 a loaded mile. And get this, only 132 deadhead miles in total. So an excellent week, Mike. Way to go, sir. Next, we're going to move on to another Mike. Michael is running a drive-in. Looks like 2 picks, 1 drop at a Lafayette, New Jersey, and Somerset County, New Jersey to Jefferson, Georgia. Now, this one ended up getting canceled. We did end up collecting a total of $500 on that one. $500 in total. When's the last time somebody paid that much, right? It's a 232 mile run. They did do that, but the truck order was still not used. So for that, they got paid. Ended up being $216 a loaded mile for some empty running. Then Edison, New Jersey, coming out to Shelby, Iowa, heavier load, 45,000-pound load of palletized flooring, 1,208 loaded miles, booked at $2,200, got him $1.82 on that one. Then Council Bluffs, Iowa to Mattoon, Illinois, with a 43,000-pound load of FAK. Auto parts, 501 loaded miles, booked at $950, got him $1.90 on that one. Then right out of Shelbyville, Illinois, coming out to Hillside, New Jersey, with a light load of 16,000 pounds of paper goods, 858 loaded miles, booked at $2,000, got him $233 a loaded mile. Finished off strong out of North Bergen, New Jersey, coming out to Greensboro, North Carolina, and a final in Charlotte, North Carolina. 1 pick, 2 dropper, 38,000 pounds of FAK, 634 loaded miles, booked at $1,400. Finished them off strong at $221 a loaded mile. Now get this, Friday to Friday, 7 days on the road, Michael ran 3,433 loaded miles, grossed $7,050 on his week. They ran all that at 205 a loaded mile, an excellent lead for this drive-in, an excellent gross, and only 72 deadhead miles. So you can see his rate is pretty much exactly the same. So fantastic job. Moving on to Rogelio, coming out in his drive-in out of Tucson, Arizona, going to West Valley City, Utah. It's a 28,000-pound load of garage door components, quite light, 774 loaded miles, booked at $2,500, got him $323 a loaded mile. Then out of Salt Lake City, Utah, coming out to Henderson, Kentucky, 44,000-pound load of mixed bale paper, 1,499 loaded miles, booked at $2,600, got him $1.73 coming out of Salt Lake. Hey, good money coming in. Poor money coming back out. Did a great job right out of there, leaving out of Evansville, Indiana. So a little bit of deadhead there. Went to Norcross, Georgia, 43.5 on a load of palletized flour. So it's 401 loaded miles, booked at $1,200, made up the difference at $299 a loaded mile. Now get this, 7 days on the road, Friday to Friday, grossed $6,300, ran 2,674 loaded miles at an average of $236 a loaded mile. That includes the $1.73 on a ton of miles that he ran there. Only 22 deadhead miles, so very, very efficient. And I would say Rogelio had a very, very good week. He's going to probably do quite well out of Georgia next week. Moving on, last but certainly not least, we got another Michael. Now, Michael's running Ennis, Texas, and his drive-in to Laramie, Wyoming. It's a 44,000-pound load of FAK, 933 loaded miles, booked at $2,275, got $244 a loaded mile. And Morrill, Nebraska, with a 1 pick, 2 dropper to Grove City, Ohio, and Youngstown, Ohio. It's a 40,500-pound load of food products, 1,412 loaded miles, booked at $2,500, got him $1.77 coming out of Nebraska. Then out of North Jackson, Ohio, to Richmond Hill, Georgia. Nice one there, 40,000-pound load of classic sauce, 764 loaded miles, booked at $1,790, got him $234 a loaded mile. So an excellent job for all 3 Michaels there and everyone else involved. Excellent job, guys. Way to go. Welcome back and thanks for sticking around. Guys, as you can see, the numbers are definitely getting better and better. In fact, we had a few people that weren't on this list, but definitely should be. It's just it would make the videos very, very long. But ultimately, we have guys that had a really great week last week. They had a really good week this week, ended up in a good market. I anticipate them having a very good week this coming week. And the truth is, Alex and I actually reviewed some of these customers and looked at their month, and they still have a week to go. And these guys are nearing 20 grand in the 3 weeks that they've ran, which is absolutely fantastic. So bottom line, guys, if you guys are not making this type of money, and again, if you can be a leased on owner operator working with another outfit, or you can be a carrier with your own MC authority, doesn't matter. We have the experience. We've done this for many, many years, well over a decade, and we'd love to be able to help you out, especially in these tough markets and these tough times, and take advantage of anything, any opportunities that come our way, any of the connections that we have with different brokers and different companies that we worked with and established ourselves with over the years. Our dispatchers, they know how to get you guys top dollar, how to route you guys well, how to make sure you have less deadhead and have higher rates per mile. Guys, the bottom line is there's no replacement for experience, especially during tough markets. And that's where we find ourselves in. If you're a carrier or a leased on owner operator and you'd love to be able to make this type of money, operate more efficiently, and possibly pay even less than what you may be paying right now for making less money, then certainly get in touch with us at 801-448-6363. Call or text that number or get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com. And until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.